So I believe this year's Knicks will go to the finals. We have clear evidence of the comparisons, and we know this. The NBA is scripted.
No, Jill, you're going too
It
far.
is scripted.
You're going too far with this.
You know we stay swishing, 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 swishing. Rise up, stay swishing, 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 swishing. Willing every jumper with a flick of wrist. Never a doubt, a fear of miss. Anyone sleeping on my shots get fits. Cause every shot do nets, do rips. Cards, hearts, darts, rewards, smarts, sharks.
Welcome on into the Diamond Release podcast. I am the Dimer,
I'm Release.
and we're going to start off by getting into who we are and why we're doing this podcast.
Great. And I'll start. Well, for one, my name is Mario Patiri, a.k.a. Marstradamus Corleone, a.k.a. Mars, a.k.a. The Conductor, a.k.a. D-A-W-G. Dog. My story. I've been a basketball fan since I was like 8 years old, watching the 90s Knicks. You know, I got the Sprewell on, Jordan, etc., T-Mac. I did play baseball a lot as well growing up, but by high school, basketball had taken over as my true love. Also known as the shooter, Release, kind of where that ties into the name. Now, why I started this podcast, one, my love for ball, and then also big fan of myself of lots of podcasts and media. Me, I have 3 albums out, 3 mixtapes as well. That phase is over, so I came up with an idea to expand into other avenues and things I like. Now, some of those inspirations include KFTV / NBA Report. CP the franchise, some of you may know him. A big inspiration also was Pat Bev Pod with Roan. A lot of our viewers may know them as well. We're a big inspiration for this show, and we'll get into some more of that. Mostly Sports, featuring Mark Titus and Brandon Walker. And Roommate Show, Josh Hart, Jalen Brunson, Matt Hellman. I consider myself like Josh Hart, so that's a big one for me. Last but not least, we also got 7 p.m. in Brooklyn.
Okay, a little bit about me. I'm the Dimer, aka the point guard. I run the point whenever we play. He knows that. I grew up playing basketball. I always followed it. When we lived in New Jersey, I liked to follow the Nets because that was a home team. I followed Jason Kidd up until pretty much he retired. I watched him win a ring with Dallas. I watched him a little bit with the Knicks, even though I didn't really want to that much.
Say less.
But yeah, so why we're what we got into this for? I did like watching podcasts about basketball. Like I do watch Pat Bev Pod with Ron, like he does. Paul George, Tyrese Maxey, JJ Redick.
You also forgot that Tyrese Maxey is Manuel Quickly Light, but go ahead.
No, chill. But yeah, there's so many other podcasts I watched, but probably the biggest inspiration was Numbers on the Board, aka Through the Wire. Yep, that's.
Oh, so this Pat Bev injury thing, fake?
I don't know. You're gonna have to explain this.
And what are we calling this segment?
This is brought to you by Mind You of the Week.
Mind You of the Week! Alright, so this is my segment, guys. Now, Pat Bev, the injury we're talking about?
The
wrist. Right, the wrist. Let me do my segment. So, as you know, he said on his pod he didn't even know that he had a serious injury that needed surgery. That's for one, right? We got that. Now, here's where we're going to dig a little bit. So, I believe, and I will stand on this with all my guard, that the Bucks management had collaborated with coaching, the medical staff, to come up with this elaborate idea to get Pat Bev out. They felt he was someone that needed to sit and give other guys an opportunity. So they came up with this scheme, right? So obviously they worked with the doctors. The first sign of a small injury, they were going to come up with an idea to give him a season-ending surgery. Now, the surgery itself is small, right? They were talking about for the ligament. So it'd be like a quick in and out. And he would be down, so he wouldn't know what's going on. They could just be like opening it up, closing it right back up not too long after. So that way they don't really do any damage. And they also give the illusion that they did go in and do something.
Interesting.
I'm going deeper. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to go deeper. Right? So here's the other point I wanted to make with this. He is also someone who owns a podcast.
Who we both watch.
Yes, exactly. Now, on this podcast, he often is a little too boisterous. Has Pat Bev become too much of a nuisance for an NBA team?
I see where you're going with this.
Do they want to quiet him?
Chill.
Do they want to quiet? No, let me go deeper. Let me go deeper. We are not done here because I have more to say on that matter. We are not chilling yet. So this point here that I also wanted to make is he's also been pretty open about how he challenges the coach on the regular. Is this causing a rift between coaching and himself?
He did say he wanted to be a coach eventually.
He did, right? Is this the prelude to his retirement?
I do want to mention that yesterday, as of this recording, he did have another injury that popped up.
Good point. That's not what we're talking about, though.
You don't think that's
Don't be surprised if they find something with that too. But here's the real point: Pat Bev is going to be out of the NBA this offseason. They are going to force him out. Time to quiet the black cloud.
I don't know about this.
Pat Bev will be out of the
Alright guys, this is my We do have another topic to discuss.
Hold on. We got the second part of Mind You of the Week. Mind You. Alright, so the next topic on this one for me is the 99 Knicks comparison to the modern Knicks. And now, where I was going with this, okay? So why I say they're a comparison. Not only because I think they're going to make a finals run. There's some points here that we're going to make. One, the Ewing and Randall comparison. Now, let me ask my cohort here, Mr. Dimer, what position do these two play?
Different positions.
They're both bigs.
They're not both centers.
Do not get technical. So one's a center, one's a power forward. They're bigs, right? They're grouped as bigs, modern NBA type.
Yes.
Okay, right. So, as you know, Randall went out for the year, so he's going to miss the entire run. But Ewing also had injuries throughout that whole season in '99, and also was eventually taken out of the playoffs, ruled out, and they still went on the run. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Next point, the trade. Now, mind you, they had this guy named John Starks, a fan favorite, 6th Man of the Year candidate.
Shooter.
not the point, right? You're familiar with him?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so he gets traded. They bring into these guys Latrell Sprewell,
Number 8.
correct? He's number 8. He was a swingman. We'll get to that, but also a guy named Marcus Camby. Big man, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where I'm going with this, guys. Again, we're going a little slow so people can understand why we're doing this. Now, today's Knicks, we trade a fan favorite, the 6th man of the year runner-up, Emmanuel Quickley, right?
And R.J. Barrett.
Not important. Emmanuel Quickley, fan favorite. So he gets traded. We bring in this guy named OG Anunoby. Please fill me in the details of who he is and his number.
He's a guard / forward. Where's number 8?
Right. That reminds me a lot about Latrell Sprewell. So both, what do they do both?
They both clamp up and they could shoot at high efficiency.
Right. Sounds like this guy's a little versed. So, yeah, so they're very similar in those aspects, position-wise. Number-wise, obviously, the timing, the trade. That's my first point on that part of it. Now, the reason why is the whole happenings of this has been convoluted down, and people are not aware of what this trade similarity means. And we'll get to that at the end. Now, third point here that we're going to make, the Allen Houston point. So the shooter, right?
Mm-hmm.
On today's modern Knicks here, who does he remind you of?
Dante DiVincenzo.
Right. They both happened to find their own. So, Allen Houston was kind of like there, but that 99 season, he kind of took a step up. DiVincenzo's always been around as a solid player, but he kind of took a step up this year. You see where I'm going with that?
Yep, I can see the comparison there.
Okay. Now, tell me, what was the results of the 99 playoffs? Who got to the finals?
The Knicks.
Awesome. And that Knicks team, that was the starting lineup of Patrick Ewing, Larry Johnson, Latrell Sprewell, Allen Houston, and the point guard, Mr. Charlie Ward, former Heisman Award winner. Yes, he played football.
There is another player in that trade with
Marcus Camby. Good. Thanks for reminding me. So Marcus Camby comparison in that trade. Akachua. I'm sorry. Let's put some respect on his name. Precious Achua. He reminds me of Camby because he is that big that we were talking about. Now, he's not a Defensive Player of the Year candidate. He's solid at that. Kind of, dominates in the post kind of thing. Not really a great shooter, but could put them up. Both those guys did that. So, mind you, they are very similar trades, aren't they? Going back to that and then swinging back to where we were. So, I believe this year's Knicks will go to the finals. We have clear evidence of the comparisons, and we know this. The NBA is scripted.
No, Jill, you're going too
It
far.
is scripted.
You're going too far with this one. There's no way.
It is absolutely scripted. And that is Mind You of the Week, folks. Let's kick it over to Mr. Dimer here.
So the next topic we're going to be going into, and Release has also brought this up about his favorite players growing up. He did mention a couple. I'm just going to go into the ones that came to my mind. I also brought one up. It's Jason Kidd. Followed him for quite some time. And then shortly after that, I was following the Sixers, and now my favorite player is Tyrese Maxey.
Stay swishing.
So I do follow a lot of point guards. Another one would be De'Aaron Fox of the Kings.
Right.
I do watch a lot of basketball, so I follow others such as Halliburton.
Fake All Star.
He's not a fake all-star. He is proven, and
Can't shoot.
yeah, I'm just gonna bring it over to release for his favorite players.
I'm a shooter, right? So a lot of these are going to be shooters, but hopefully you guys enjoy this list here as Knicks fans out there. Only kidding, only kidding. All right, so yeah, it's obviously we got Jalen Brunson in the current NBA. But before that, my favorite Knicks were the J.R. Smiths of the world, Iman Shumpert, Steve Novak. Who else we had?
Tim Thomas,
No, Spreewell, Allen Houston.
Jeremy Lin,
Sure, Jeremy Lin. Thank you for reminding me. Stoudemire, Mello.
Shumpert,
I already said that one.
um,
Josh Hart in today's NBA. DiVincenzo or DiVincenzo, as some people know.
is that you got any more, or you wanna head over to the next topic?
T-Mac.
You did mention T-Mac. Yep.
Kind of mentioned that before, but yes, he was obviously one of the originals. But I believe that's it. Let's kick it over to the next segment here by Mr. Dimer.
So I'm gonna be thinking of a specific player in my mind, and I'm not gonna say anything. He's gonna ask me questions about it, and it's gonna be clues until he gets the player that I'm thinking of. So I'm gonna think of a random player right now, and I'll try to make the first one easier than the next one. And I got it.
All right. So is this guy in the West?
He's not.
Okay. Is he in the Atlantic Division?
Is he in the Atlantic? I will have to look this one up.
Are you kidding me? So the Atlantic Division is Knicks, Sixers, Nets, Raptors.
He is not in the Atlantic.
Central?
He is in the Central.
All right. Is this team the Cleveland Cavaliers?
No, it is not.
Detroit Pistons?
It is not.
Hornets?
It is not.
Who am I forgetting? Dum.
You're forgetting the Bucks.
Bucks.
Pacers.
Pacers.
Pacers it is.
All right.
Last team.
Is it Halliburton?
It is not.
All right. Is this guy a center?
He is not a center.
Small forward.
You could consider him a small forward.
Matherin.
It is Matherin.
All right. We didn't script that at all. Just so you guys know, nothing was planned on that, and I'm ready for the next one.
I'm gonna make this one a little bit tougher. Thinking of a player. Okay, I got it.
Is this guy in the West?
He is in the West.
Is he in the Pacific Division?
Pacific.
So that'd be the California teams.
He is not.
Southwest?
He is in the Southwest.
Mavericks.
Correct.
Okay. So Mavericks now. Is this guy a small forward?
I would consider him a small forward, yep.
Okay. Does he play any other positions?
You could put him on another one, but
Is it a shooting guard?
yeah.
Okay. Has this guy been in the league for a while, or is he under 3 years?
He's relatively new, I would say.
Under 3 years?
Yeah, I would say under 3 years.
It's either a yes or a no.
Yes.
Okay. So under 3 years. Is it Josh Green?
It is Josh Green.
Say less. All right, guys. This is the kind of intellect you're dealing with here. You want me to go?
Yeah, I gotta prove my worth now.
All right. All right. Let me think of somebody. Try to make this one pretty easy. All right. And you said it's got to be active players,
It
or
has to be active for now.
okay. Cool. Let me think of somebody.
Anyone in the league. You
Go.
ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it an all-star?
No.
Has he ever made an all-star team?
No.
Is he in the East?
Yes.
Is he in the Pacific Division?
Not even close.
Is he in the Central?
No.
Is he in the Atlantic?
Yes.
Is he on the Sixers?
No.
Is he on the Knicks?
Yes.
Is he a forward?
Yes, you can consider him.
Is it OG Anunoby?
Wrong.
Is it Josh Hart?
Got it. Not bad, not bad. I mean, it took you a few tries, but
You had to pick your team.
say
That
less,
was too
say-
easy.
I mean, you gotta pick what I gotta pick, but
You gotta
all right.
make this next one.
Like I said, that one was the easy one. Let's give him a little more challenging one, guys. Let's make this kid work. All right, let me think of this guy. Hold on. Go ahead.
Is this guy a bench player?
That is tough to say. He's started and he's been on the bench as well.
This year, has he prominently been a bench or starter?
Like I said, it's 50-50.
Hmm. Has he been traded?
No.
Is he in the East?
Yes.
Is he in the Central?
No.
Is he in the Southeast?
Yes.
Is he on the Hornets?
No.
Is he on the Wizards?
No.
Is he on the Pistons?
Those are central teams. We said southeast. Stop
Is-
looking at your phone.
Is he on the Miami Heat?
Correct.
Is it a center?
I would not consider him a center.
Is it a forward?
You can say that.
Haywood Highsmith?
Wrong.
Nikola Jovic?
Wrong. Stop guessing names. Let's go.
Is he a relatively new player of the league?
Yes.
Is it Jaime Jaquez?
Got it! Took him several tries that time.
That was pretty quick.
That was not that quick. I mean, this guy says this is his segment, and he takes like 5 minutes to get players.
It was kind of
That
difficult.
was, you had several names guessed. Now,
Let's do something interesting this time. Let's pick a player that has recently retired.
ooh,
This can be interesting. And it has to be a player after the year 2000. It's like it can't be a player that played.
all right. So someone who was in the 2000s but's retired.
Someone who's been drafted in the 2000s or up till now. Does that
Wow.
make sense? Like 24 years.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. I get it. You start though.
Start thinking of a player, or do I start guessing?
No. Think of a player.
Okay, let me think. I got it.
Now this is gonna make it different question wise. All right. So has this guy retired before 2019?
Hmm. I'm almost positive he did.
Okay.
I'm gonna say he did.
Okay. Did he play for the Knicks?
He did not play for the Knicks.
Okay. Did he play for the Sixers?
He did not play for the Sixers.
Wow. Okay. This one's a little more tough. What position was he?
That's your job to find out.
Is he a forward?
He was a forward.
Small forward?
He was a small
Primary?
forward.
Okay, cool. Was this guy an all-star?
He was.
Okay, cool. This is tough, guys.
Can I say you should find out what division he played in? Like,
if he
what
played
he was
for
known for?
Okay, was he a 3-point threat?
Not at all.
Okay.
Okay, maybe I should say not. Maybe a little bit.
Sean Marion.
Guys, you got it. You got it. You're kidding me.
Little known fact here. So Mark Titus actually beat Sean Marion.
Chill. Chill. I don't need to know about that.
All right, cool. Moving on. All right, let me think of one.
Try to make it relatively easy because I feel like I'm gonna get stumped.
I'll try to make this relatively easy, but honestly, this is a tough one, and I don't have a phone, so I don't cheat unlike this guy. Um, let me get the
Ashley
phone.
goes for the phone.
Can I have the phone? All right. Let me think of a guy. Stop looking.
I'm not looking. I'm looking up. It could be anyone from 2000s till now.
Stump him, guys.
Do not stop me. I made it relatively easy, at least.
All right, I am ready. Yeah, you can ask away.
Has he ever been an all-star?
No.
Has he ever played with LeBron?
Good question. Good question. Bear with me, guys. I don't think he has, so I'm gonna say no.
Has he played majority of his career in the East?
I'm not even on the guy yet. Bear with me. Your phone's weird. Um, Majority in the East.
What is he known like? The team he's
It was
known.
like half and half. I mean, that's a hard answer. Was he known for? Yeah, that you're supposed to ask me specific
What
questions.
what team was he most like?
No, 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 no.
How should I put this? Was he most known for a team in the East?
I mean, you can't really say this guy was known for one team.
Has he started his career in the East?
No.
Was he ever a Laker?
Good question, but no.
Has he ever played with Steve Nash?
Hmm.
On the Suns?
No.
Was he ever a Knick?
Yes.
Interesting. So he didn't play with LeBron. He was a Knick. Has he played for the Nets?
No.
Was he a point guard?
No.
Was he a shooting guard? Shooting
Not
guard,
exactly.
forward, shooting guard, combo.
No, I wouldn't call him a shooting guard. He was a little too tall for shooting guard.
Was he a small forward?
Yes.
Only small forward.
Nah, power forward as well.
Small forward, power forward. Has he played for the Nuggets?
No.
Dang. I'm just gonna throw a wild guess in here.
Shoot.
Tim Thomas.
Wrong.
Wilson Chandler.
Wrong. Stop guessing names again.
How many teams has he played for at least, or has he played for 3 teams
What's
or
your
less?
passcode?
Has he
Passcode?
0? Has he played for 3 teams or less?
No. More.
It's tough. Is he a current player, or is he like
No,
officially?
remember, this is retired.
Has he been recently retired in the past 3 years?
No. Retired prior.
What was his draft year, if you remember?
2006?
2006. So he would have been.
You're supposed to ask yes or no questions, but go ahead.
I'm honestly stumped. Like small forward. Dang, what am I missing?
It's really not that hard, honestly, guys. When you hear it, he's going to be really, shocked he didn't guess this, but good.
Has he always been a starter on the Knicks?
No.
He was a backup, mostly.
Mostly. I'd say mostly. I don't know why you said Knicks when I said it was more than 3 teams.
You did say he was on the Knicks.
Yeah, but you're using the Knicks like that was his predominant team. That's what I'm just saying.
So he was on the Knicks for a year.
No, it was more than a year. That was not his only team, though. Again, that's my point.
This is way too tough.
It's really not. When you
Um,
you give up,
I need some kind of hint. What would I know? What would I know him for?
again, ask specific questions. Skills.
Is there a question I would know him for?
Yes. This guy's name has been mentioned, by the way. That's your only hint.
Small forward that's been mentioned.
We're going to have to speed up here. Put a guess out there.
Tracy McGrady?
Wrong.
You said he hasn't played with LeBron.
I'm aware of that.
So it's not Smith or Shumpert.
I know that.
So Carmelo Anthony?
Absolutely wrong. You're all right. You're done. You're done. We're going to have to cut him off.
One more guess.
Throw your last guess because this is getting too long.
My last guess is Thabo Cephalosha.
Horrible. It was Steve Novak.
Oh, I was gonna.
You didn't ask the right questions.
It had him in my mind in the beginning.
All you had to do was ask, "What is this guy a 3-point threat?" I was waiting for that one.
I'm disappointed.
Novocaine. All right, so I think we should. Do we have another segment you want to get into,
We do.
or do you want to do one more? I mean,
we could do one more each, and I don't know if I should take that long. Maybe we should limit the questions. I don't know.
yeah, we'll feel it out. We'll feel it out, guys. This is our first show. Give us some leash. All right,
So I'm gonna think.
Here we go. Is it the same that like recently retired kind of thing?
We could do that because I have a player in mind.
All right, cool.
Wait, hold on. Actually,
You said you had in mind.
no. I'm gonna change it because it's too similar. Okay, I got one.
Is he in the East? Ever? Terrible question, guys.
Was he in the East ever?
Are you serious?
I know he is mostly in the West.
All right, that's a terrible question. I don't care the answer to that. Was this guy a small forward?
He could be a small forward if that's where they want him.
Did he play another position?
I would consider him a 2/3.
Okay. Thanks for giving that up so easy. So he's a swingman, 2 guard, small forward. Now, as far as this guy, is he American?
I would say he's American. Yep.
Was he born in the U.S.?
Yes.
Get the answer right. Not I would.
He did go to.
No, was he born in the U.S.?
Yes.
Okay. All right. When, let's see. Not where, I didn't want to say when. Was this guy retired before 2019?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Does this guy shoot threes predominantly?
I would consider him a shooter in general, but he definitely could shoot threes too.
Okay. Cool. So he's a shooter.
Plays a 2 and 3.
Plays the 2 and 3. Retired before 2019. Is it Paul Pierce?
No.
All right, cool. Moving on. You said predominantly in the West, though. I missed that part, I think.
He was predominantly in the West. Actually, his whole career was in the West.
Was it with one team or
No, multiple.
greater than 3 teams?
He played for at least 3 teams.
I said greater.
Yes.
Okay. Shooting guard, small forward. J.R. Smith.
No.
Damn it. I thought I had something there, guys. Sorry.
It would help if you guessed.
Well, all right, hold on. Did he go to UNC?
No.
Did he play for Duke?
No. He did not go to a major school.
Was he in the 2003 draft?
Let me check. He was not, but it's close. I'll say he's in the 2004 draft.
Wow. Blanking. Um, was he a top pick? Meaning, I should clarify that. Was he a lottery pick?
Was he a lottery pick?
1 through 14.
He was not a lottery pick, but I will say he was a first round selection.
Wow.
Are you stumped?
This is tough, but I'm going to keep going. Did he play for the Sixers?
He was only in the West.
Wow. Okay. You said predominantly that implied that there was an East. I never did get that answer, so thank you. Only in the West. This is tough, guys. Did he play with Dirk Nowitzki?
He did not.
Was he a Spur?
He was at a Spur at one point, but not very long.
Ouch, man.
I could help you with a question.
Give me a hint.
He played predominantly for a team that I tend to watch more than most.
Kings.
He was on the Kings a lot for his career.
Kings swingman.
That could shoot.
You said he was a Spur?
He was a Spur at one point. Not long. Maybe you probably don't remember this because it was not very long at all. So don't even think about that team.
Was he also a Rocket?
He was. I could feel it.
It's right there, guys. All right, so did he play for more than 3 teams?
Yes.
All right, so I've got Kings for sure, Rockets, small time with the Spurs, everything in the West. So, was there Lakers involved?
No.
Okay. How is this guy 44?
Years old?
Yeah.
He's 41 at the moment.
This is tough.
I think I stumped him.
This is tough.
I'm gonna have to find a hint for you to.
You said it was a swingman that could shoot.
What if I told you he's 6'7"?
That does absolutely nothing for me. I'll be real with you.
What if I told you he wore the number 23 or 12?
Interesting.
On the Kings.
Interesting. Was it Ben McLemore?
It was not.
Let me get one more guess because we're running.
What if I told you the last team is the Timberwolves?
Wally Zerviak.
It is not.
Nah, that's absolutely wrong. I give up.
Are you ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
It is Kevin Martin.
Wow. Okay.
I can't believe you
Wow.
didn't get that.
It was on the tip of my tongue, too. I thought about him, but I thought he played for an East team. I'm sorry, guys. I am sorry. That's on me. I should have got that.
I thought when you said Rockets, I'm like, oh my god, he might have it.
I thought I did, but I forgot that he only played for West teams, but that's on me. Do you have another segment?
So one of the other segments I wanted to talk about was the idea of, does coaching really matter in today's NBA? The short answer for me is yes, because, for example,
No.
there is a coach that goes by the name of Doc Glenn Chogardis Rivers.
It's better than Nurse.
It's not. And the thing with him is that the Bucks got off to a really good start in the season. There's some conflicts maybe in the locker room that the players didn't get along with the coach. Something happened and they fired him, hired Doc Rivers. As of today, he's below 500 as a coach of the Bucks.
Chill. Chill. Calm down. Calm
So-
down. I want to be the one to say that for once.
No, I'm not gonna chill, because this coach that should not have been fired had them
He deserved it.
the first or second seed in their conference.
Doesn't matter.
He goes, they're still number 2, but they really
Exactly. Doesn't matter.
they really don't look good at all. Like they're not gelling. They're losing to bad teams such as the Wizards. I don't know.
I can
And
say a lot about the Sixers too. Then
that's just my example of a bad coach that's on a good team. But there's also a good coach on a bad team.
no. Before you say it, no.
And he goes by the name of Tom Thibodeau.
Wrong. Not a bad team. So guys, my combatant to that is coaching is good, right? Like it's good to have a good coach, but end of the day, who's executing the plays, running the plays, performing? It's the players, right?
The
coach is there to guide them, right?
The coach draws up the plays.
Yes, but a lot of times they have freedom to do their own thing as well too. They have to execute, like I said, mind you. Not a segment for that, but
You're saying you like Doc Rivers.
not what I said. I'm saying coaching is not the end all be all. It's players too, chemistry, a combination of both. But what you're saying, I'm probably not agreeing with.
So you rather them fire Griffin?
Look, Giannis has the white hat, as Carmelo Anthony would say. He gets the decisions like LeBron does. So end of the day, yeah, shout out Melo. Say less. But is that all you want to speak on? Because I mean, I have more that we go into in another, mind you. But
we could definitely keep going, because another coach I had in mind is Rick Carlisle, the Pacers. He's an example of a good coach on a mediocre team, I would say. Like, they obviously have Halliburton, who's truly an all-star.
can't shoot, fake
He
all-star.
definitely can shoot,
No,
and he's efficient at it. He did have
Horrible form.
some bad stretches, but he's
Terrible
proven to
player.
be consistent, and
want to be fake
I just
all-star.
think the players around him aren't as good as the record shows, which leads me to believe that their coach
What does
is
that have to do with the coach?
their coach has implemented a good system, gets them good chances to win every
Now, let me stop you there. One, you're talking about a team that's not even that high up, like there's some kind of grand scheme that they're this really good team, but they're kind of like below the Knicks, you know? And you're saying like they don't have good players, but we want to list off here some guys that I had in mind. Miles Turner, does that ring any people's bells? How about this guy named TJ McConnell?
A role player.
Good role player, though. What about Ben Mathurin, Andrew Nemhard?
We're talking about role players.
Exactly.
Let's
Miles
Let's
Turner's
look
not,
at-
though.
let's look at the Hawks, for example. They have
They
pretty
have the
much-
worst point guard in the league.
They have an all-star, then a borderline all-star in DJ Murray, who can be if he was leading his team, but that's a story for another day.
Yeah, I mean, there might be some more mind juice coming on that topic, but we'll get into that another day. You have anything else with this one?
I think that's pretty much it. I said everything I had to.
All right, good. Good. Matt, we're going to talk about. You guys know mostly sports that I said.
Stop. Chill. Chill.
Golf, hockey, baseball,
No,
tennis.
no, we're not
Golf,
doing
hockey,
it.
baseball, tennis.
No.
Golf, hockey, baseball, tennis.
This is Diamond and Release, and we will be seeing you next episode. Like and subscribe.
I'm the most known receiver on the team.
Like
I'm
and
the
subscribe.
Best known receiver on the team. I'm the best known receiver on the team.
Like
I'm
and
the
subscribe.
best known receiver on the team. I'm the best known receiver on the team.